Hello, this is Mary Hill doing Chapter 8, and I hope I look really girly. This is as close as I can come to looking girly. This chapter needs just clarification on a few points. The chapter's quite well written, so I think this will be easy for you to get. When this chapter talks about sex, it's talking about hormonal situations and chromosomal situations. When a child is born, the first thing we ask is not, is it okay, but is it a boy or a girl? In our culture, we just have two boxes to check, boy and girl. In truth, many children are born intersexed. That is, their gender is not easily discernible. We don't talk about this much, but it's a reality for many human beings on this planet. And our culture is not very welcoming in terms of giving wiggle room to a gender, a sex, a biological sex that isn't completely male or female. You can do lots of Googling and lots of reading about how intersexed people live lives, what life is like for them. It's complicated. Some cultures are much more welcoming than ours is, and that's really an important thing to keep in mind as you read this chapter. The second thing is gender, and gender has to do with what gender you identify with. I pretty much am a girl. I look like one, act like one, I'm tiny, I can't grow a beard, I've borne children, la 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 la. There are plenty of people like me who think of themselves inwardly as male, or maybe as male/female. It's what sociologists call gender identity. Some people, Ms. Jenner being a perfect example from this year, are born physically one sex biologically, but live an interior life as a different gender, a different sex. Today, we've got surgery and hormones that can allow us to actually physically change our gender. This has opened up many doors and made life much more bearable for people who feel transgendered. So transgendered is different than intersexed. Then the fun part of all of this, of course, is sexual orientation. Please never use the phrase sexual preference in this class. We use the phrase sexual orientation. This is easy. It has to do with what attracts you sexually. It could be a person of the opposite sex, and that's the most usual situation. Could be a person who is the same sex as you. Generally, we refer to this as gay. It could be both people of both sexes, or all the sexes, and we would call you then bisexual. Your sexuality can extend to kind of stuff we'd call kinky, shoes, dogs, people with big feet, people with tiny feet, people of one ethnicity or another. You get the picture. The sky is the limit when it comes to sexual orientation. The way our society works, of course, is to have one born a specific biological sex with a matching gender identity, and hopefully everybody would end up being heterosexual. And of course, that is laughable. We finally have Supreme Court decision very recently that allows gay people the right to marry legally. Most churches still do not accept gay marriages, but in terms of civil unions, we do now. This is going to change the shape of American culture significantly and quite quickly, I think. Sociologists love to look at social change, and we're living in a time that will create many opportunities for us to look at social change in very new ways. So read Chapter 8, enjoy it, consider it a prelude to lots more sociology that you could do in upper division classes. Goodbye.